Hi, welcome. My name is Bornshtiin. Thanks for being with me today. By the time this lesson is over, I hope that you will, first of all, be singing songs for the rest of the day. You'll know how to use if and when properly, and you'll have some new vocabulary to use in the future. So, what we're going to wonder and look at today is, who do you turn to if you need help? It's a question, especially nowadays when there's so much confusion and no one knows if we're going back to school, we're in school. Who do you turn to? Your parent, a teacher, a friend, maybe there's somebody else who you can talk to, or Dr. Google. It's got an answer for almost everything. When I was talking and thinking about this lesson, I had all sorts of ideas. And then, while I was going through the internet and reading the news, I discovered that Bill Withers had passed away. Now you may say, who's Bill Withers? By the end of this lesson, you'll know who he is too, or he was too. First of all, he was born in 1938. He was the youngest of 6 children. And he grew up in a town where there was coal mining, which is usually a place with people who work really, really hard, really, really long hours. And he was 13 years old when his father died. And when you have a situation like that, you turn to people for help. And his neighbors were a great help for him. When he was 17 already, he joined the Navy. And he served there for 9 years. And while he was there, he started to become interested in singing and writing songs, composing songs. When he went and finished there, he said, okay, let's try something new. And so he moved from the state of Virginia, which is on the East Coast, over here in the pink, and he moved to California in 1967. 1967 was already the age of the hippies. It was an age where things were happening in California. But he had to work to make a living. So while he was trying to play music and get into the business, he worked at Boeing, where he worked to make the toilet seats on the airplane. So it's not as if he only tried to sing. He realized he had to do more than that. One of the songs that he wrote in 1972 went to the top of the billboards, the top 10. And that song was based on his experiences growing up. When you have a hard life and you need to ask for help, some people are not comfortable doing it. Some people are embarrassed. And he wanted to give a message, wait. You can ask for help. While I was growing up, I heard the new cover of the song by Club Nouveau, and when they did a cover of the song, it hit the top charts again in 1987. And he said that he wrote this song with the message, don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's not only at one age, at any time of your life. Beware, there are people out there who want to help you. Look for them, look out for people like them, and people will also be looking out for you and doing good deeds. This song was an inspiration. After the falling and the disaster of the Twin Towers, one of the things that many singers did is to perform their songs. And here you have Bill Withers performing Lean on Me, along with Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, and some other singers who some of you will say, who? And some of your parents will say, I remember them. So you may say, well, why are you talking about a song that is so old? And the reason is that this song is still being used today. These are from the last period during Corona. This is a fundraiser for the nurses in England. On the right is a doctor who we'll be seeing later on. Not only is it a popular song, it also became the title of a movie with the hero Morgan Freeman, because Morgan Freeman is always the hero and the person to go to when you need something. And listen to the music while I play the clip. I'm not putting on the closed caption because it's not accurate. The words don't match. Listen for the song.
This is a chance for us to make some changes. Go in and see if we can turn this thing around. I mean, nobody else wants the job.
East Side High was out of control, and then Joe Clark took over.
Take out your pencils and write. I want the name. Every hoodlum, drug dealer, and miscreant on my desk by noon today.
They called him Crazy.
You used to call me Crazy Joe? Well, now they can call me Batman.
Crazy for padlocking the doors.
You know me 30 years. You know what I would do.
Crazy for changing the rules.
I want all of you to look at this slovenly, sloppy boy here as an example of how not to dress.
But Joe Clark was only crazy about one thing: the kids he cared about.
You mess up just once, and you're out of here.
I'll help you carry on.
You are here for one reason only: to learn.
Morgan Freeman stars in the true story of Joe Clark.
My motto is simple. If you do not succeed in life, I don't want you to blame the white man. I want you to blame yourself.
From the director of Rocky and the Karate Kid.
Welcome to the new East Side High.
Lean on Me.
So this was the promo that you can find on YouTube of the movie Lean on Me. So we have a song that came out in 1972 that we're still singing in 2020, that became a movie in 1989. I think it's worth learning about it. A few words just to help us. Pain. You can see the man, his back hurts. Sorrow is another word for sadness. Wise, someone who is smart. You may know these words. Borrow. In Hebrew, no one ever knows if it's lahalvot, lash'il, borrow and lend. People confuse those. To borrow is when you ask to get something from somebody. To show somebody, it's the verb. And in this song, the word for means because. Remember, the word for has a lot of different meanings. We also have expressions in the song. Lean on me, or come to me for help. Carry on, continue. Because in English, it's boring to say things one way. There's always a few ways to do it. To fill the needs. Need a hand. I need help. Swallow your pride. In Hebrew and in Arabic, this is not an expression. The word swallow we know, and pride we know, but in English it means to do something even if it's not comfortable and say, it's okay, I'll do it. Don't be so proud of yourself that you don't ask. Let's just see if you remember how to play or if you know the words. We're going to play a very quick game. And we're going to play cards. So pick a card, any card. Since you're not here, I'll have to play for both of us. And the first card, if we deal the deck, need help. What is the word for need help? It means to need a hand. Don't have that for this one. Lamshich. Do you remember lamshich? To go on. Not getting to all of them. And this one I will focus on. I have these lovely cards in alphabetical order, and that is lean on me. The game is here for you to play with your teachers if you look at this in class 2. And now let's get to the song itself. The song is made up of 4 stanzas. Today we only have 3 that I'm going to show you, and the chorus. When you are looking for words of a song on the internet, The word to search for, lyrics. Lyrics are the words of the song. And when you study literature and you study poetry, you have the stanzas, each section, and in a song you have the chorus, the part of the song that repeats itself again and again. And we're going to start looking at the song stanza by stanza. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. Remember the person with the backache? We all have sorrow, we have sadness. But if we are wise, we know there's always tomorrow. Please swallow your pride. If I have things that you need to borrow, if you need to ask for something, come, ask me for it. Because no one can fill those needs that you won't let show. If you don't tell somebody that you need help or you act like you don't need it, people won't know that you need the help. That was the second stanza. The third is you just call on me brother when you need a hand. In Hebrew we say achi. Do not walk down the streets of New York and call somebody brother. It's only used in certain occasions. You just call on me brother when you need a hand, when you need help. We all need somebody to lean on. We need someone to go to when we need help. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. Maybe they don't, but you'll know what to do for me. We all need somebody to lean on. So, what we're going to do now is look at one of the videos with the lyrics that you can follow and sing along. We have some new words in here that we didn't translate. Load is a burden when something is very hard for us to carry. Enjoy Bill Withers singing Lean on Me.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have faith, you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. a friend, call me. 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 If you need a friend, call me. Call me. Call me. Call me.
For the next 30 seconds, he keeps telling people to call me. And in these days where people are usually on WhatsApp, some people have forgotten. You can really pick up the phone and call somebody. So Bill Withers was born, we said, in 1938, and he died just a few weeks ago in March, the end of March, 2020. And if you look at the news reports about him, you will see a lot of people have been touched by Bill Withers. If you look online and search for his name, you will see videos of him being given awards, with John Legend singing his song also at this time of Corona, or songs where he is inducted, where he receives an award with John Legend again and with Stevie Wonder. If you don't know who Stevie Wonder is, maybe ask your teacher or someone who's older than you, because they can tell you who Stevie Wonder is. So Bill Withers won the Grammy Awards, the Music Award, 3 times. And he died in Los Angeles. So remember, he came from Virginia and he moved to the West Coast and he stayed there. His death comes as the public has drawn inspiration from his music during the coronavirus, the pandemic, with healthcare workers, choirs, artists, and more, all posting their rendition. A rendition is their cover, their version of the song for Lean On Me, and they've been using it to help get them through the difficult times. So when we come back later, we're going to be watching one of those videos, and in the meantime, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to ask you now to take a break, get yourself a drink, have a few minutes, because when we come back, we're going to be seeing what else we can learn from the song, Lean On Me. See you soon. Hey, welcome back. Are you still singing? You're going to start again soon, but we've got even more songs coming up ahead. Maybe I should be a DJ. When we looked at the lyrics, there are a few other things that we didn't talk about, and there are a few lines I want to focus on. In the chorus, we say, lean on me when you aren't strong. And then I'll be your friend and I'll help you. We also have a few other lines. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow. So here we have the word when and if. And if you remember at the beginning of the first lesson, I talked about learning how to use that. And this is something that is not exactly the same in Hebrew and Arabic when you compare it to English. The rules are a little different. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. We have something called zero conditional. So when do we use it? When we want to describe facts that happen under certain conditions. Okay, so lady, what are you talking about? What do you mean? So the structure is when or if, and then the subject, the pronoun, then we use the present simple, and then again, the person that we're talking to or about, wait with that. Present modal imperative. Okay, so what did I just say? That makes no sense. You can give me all these grammar rules. Let's see how we use it and when. Here's an example. We said in certain conditions. So when you have the verb rain and the sun suddenly begin to shine through the clouds, a rainbow appear. What was the word that we used to start it? Have a look. And how do you complete the rest? We looked at the rules and we'll look at them again soon. We have the present simple. So how do you do rain in present simple? It, rain. Suddenly, the sun, it, present simple. What will happen then? A rainbow appears. So let's see the answers. Stop talking theory. I want to see what you're talking about. When it rains and the sun begins to shine behind the clouds, a rainbow appears, or it may appear. I'm filming this today and it's a very rainy day. And the sun comes out sometimes, or sometimes it's covered by the clouds. But if it rains and the sun begins to shine at the same time, a rainbow appears or may appear. This is a condition. When this happens, or if this happens, this is the result, or might be the result. Let's look at another example. If you are sick, you must remain at home. So if I hadn't been feeling well today, I was not allowed to leave my house. The modal here is must. I could also use the modal should. That also makes sense. Or you have to stay home. As an imperative, if I'm telling you what to do, when you finish eating your lunch, wash your dishes. But if you also think about the song, lean on me when you're not strong. So lean on me would be what to do it and when. When you finish, when you need somebody, when you need help. So we talked about 3 examples. A rainbow might appear if something happens. If there are dishes, then you have to wash them. And if you're sick, you must remain at home. One of them is different. In wash your dishes, the verb is at the beginning. I don't have a subject like I do in a rainbow, which comes before the verb, or you, which comes before the modal and the verb in the viachad, in the base form. Now, another song that's been really popular at this time, besides Lean on Me, and all of the celebrities and singers and regular people doing covers of Lean on Me, is the song Fix You by Coldplay. Let's look at some of the lyrics, the words from the song. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Under those conditions, what will happen? Lights will guide you home. The lights will show you the way home and ignite your bones. It will get you moving. And I will try to fix you. This video was made by Kululam just a few weeks ago, and it has people who recorded themselves from home internationally. You have men and women, boys and girls who are all over the world, where it's hot, where it's cold. You'll be seeing them all over, from all over. And some of you may have been a part of this too. So if you want to show a friend, hey, that's where I appeared, look out for yourself. I will just say that some people, because of the filming, may choose to skip this. The video is 4 minutes long. So welcome to Kululam and the rest of the world singing Fix You by Coldplay.
Do you know the song Fix You by Coldplay? We're gonna sing it together in 3-part vocal harmony.
So please set your phone to record mode. I'll give you a few seconds and then we're gonna start together. Filming and recording ourselves. What do you guys say? How do you feel? Are you ready?
3, 2, 1, and clap.
I feel scared.
I'm only going to look at the positive things.
We can learn from this and make this road a little better.
I'm taking the opportunity to get to know myself and become a better person.
We will be better people. We will value more the simple things of life.
Everybody can make a difference.
We hope this passes soon.
We are unbeatable.
Can't wait for the day that I can hug my family again.
Stay strong.
May we never stop helping each other and being there for each other, even after this corona is over.
Things will get better.
Take good care.
We will see the light really soon.
Amen for peace in the world.
Let's celebrate our humanity.
We're going to come out stronger and better.
We will get through this together.
Tears stream down your face.
through this.
Nós conseguimos isso.
Podemos con esto.
حتما سنتعدى ذلك. 私たちにもできるよ. Let's do this, right?
Fix you.
Don't stop it. Stop.
Singing is believing. This was an amazing song. If you look at how many hits it got and how many views it got, it definitely went all around the world. Let's look at one of the lines of the song. If you never try, you'll never know. And this song is a bridge for us between the zero conditional and the real conditional. The real conditional talks about what will probably happen in the future. The zero conditional talked about a fact. If this happens, then this will happen. In the first, it might happen. And notice how we do it. It is very different from Hebrew and Arabic. There are two halves to the sentence. There are two verbs. We have a verb in the first clause, in the first half of the sentence, and we have a verb in the future in the second half of the sentence. When you do it in Hebrew, it sounds, you use the future. I will write, if I write the word, I will remember it. אם אכתוב את המילה, אני אזכור אותה. And this is the way it sounds in Arabic. Sorry.
أكتب الكلمة لأتذكرها.
So it's not quite the same. And very often, people who hear English or they translate it in their head make a mistake in this. So this is something to work on. It is not the same as Hebrew or Arabic. You can also switch the order of the two halves of the sentence. If you go to sleep late at night, you will be tired the next day. Or you will be tired if you go to sleep late at night. So after the if, I use the present. It is very hard to write with this thing. My writing looks horrible when I use this computer. And in the second half, I have the future. Only one half has future. In Hebrew and in Arabic, both do. In English, only what will happen is in the future. How do you remember when to use this? Here's a little rhyme that I learned from one of my teachers, Ron Belzer, Zichrono Livracha, and he taught us a rhyme. If, when, until, never get will. And if you want some more, as soon as, after, and before. If, when, until, never get will. And if you want some more, as soon as, after, before. So when you have the word if, in that half of the sentence, in that clause, you will not have any of these words. You will not have will if you have if. You will not have will if you have when at the start of the sentence. And here we have a few more words that didn't make it into the rhyme. Whenever, once, or by the time. We're going to play with that in a second. And one other rule to remember is that unless means if not. So let's try it out. You will know how to use if and when, whenever or when this lesson is finished. Whenever this lesson is finished, you will know how to use if and when. That works. By the time. You will know how to use if and when by the time this lesson is finished. That works. You will know how to use if and when once this lesson is finished. That works too. And again, notice that you can switch the order and it works perfectly. So in the half where you have will, then you don't have one of these. We're going to see this. The second verb is finished. Let's go on and see it in practice. I think we're going to leave that for you for a second. And before that, what I'd like you to do is take a minute and watch the song again, Lean on Me. And this one is performed by a doctor who has been treating people with corona. And he describes how he feels. And while you are watching, look out for more examples of the conditional, the zero conditional and the first conditional.
I had kind of a tough day at work today and was just thinking about how really blessed I am to work with such great people. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are honest, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those of your needs that you don't let show. Best part of the song. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, right up the road, I'll share your load if you just call me. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you would understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Be safe, guys.
So you see what an impression Bill Withers made. He may have written this song back in 1972, but here in 2020, people are still singing this song. It is an inspiration. And if you looked at the lyrics of the song, if he says, I'm gonna need, that's I will need. So if I have trouble, I will need your help. Let's do one final check to make sure that you know how to apply the conditionals. I will say that in this Quizlet, which you can scan here, there are a few cases in which the subject is missing that you have to fill in yourself. I'll leave this on for 10 more seconds, and then we'll begin to review. Can you use the conditionals correctly? We use them in speaking. We use it in writing, and you'll see it all the time. And once you are aware of it and you know how to do it properly, you'll see it all over. Okay, so let's start. So if I do, let's play. What game do we want to play? Let's do some matching. Let's start the game. If I read more English books, ooh, what will happen to me then? What will happen if I do more English books? Use a calculator? Nah, this doesn't look so well. She won't pass her exams. It doesn't work well because of the capitalization. So we'll go back to, if I do my math homework, I'll use a calculator. This is being realistic. If I have a party, then I'll order some pizza. First conditional. Let's do two more. If the market is open, I'll buy some fruit. That's realistic. And if I wanted to make it a command, if I am at the market, or if I tell my kids, if you go to the market, buy some fruit, I'll take out the future. And the most important lesson, I'm so happy I'm finishing with this, I'll improve my English if I read more English books. Absolutely. So when you go home, or you are home, when you sit back and watch this lesson and you need some inspiration for your English, go back, find a book, find a song to sing, and that way you will be able to work on your English. My recess is telling me that I should stop this lesson now, and we'll talk about the fact that we have learned some great songs. We did Lean on Me and Fix You. We learned when to use if and when, and we learned a few new words for vocabulary. So I thank you for joining me today. It's been great. See you next time.